Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're hanging out here in the whirling. We've sung some karaoke. We sent the body away with our buddy Kim. And we have a skill point to spend. If we put it in Esprit de Corps, then we can speak to these cops perhaps. Maybe. You know what, we could also speak to this homosexual gentleman and tell him we've learned about the homosexual underground.
Gendarme.
Maybe we can't.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Oh well. We could also put a point into authority, but I think that's more something we might check out tomorrow. I'm gonna put a point into Esprit de Corps. Level up. Accept. I'm gonna make sure I'm wearing... I get that from this one too. Nope. Ooh, authority from the boots. Empathy. Ooh. Ah, that's same. That's same difference. No more from our clothing. This is same difference. Let us speak.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
72 is a good percent.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Say, tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? Another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
Wait, shit. 41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look in ads.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Did his voice acting not trigger? The hypothetical 44-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy, you're not busy, so let's play around. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
You seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
You wouldn't cramp my style at all.
Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then?
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers. Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
Thanks, conceptualization. How are we doing? Oh, that's a long one. Oh, I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Okay, see you around.
Okay, The man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
You think?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Look, I just have to ask. Are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent. Something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me...
I'm going to say...
Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
God fucking shit.
He pinches the root of his nose.
Okay, I was clearly wrong.
Okay, so
He is a
he's...
firefighter.
No, that's not true though. Fuck. God damn it, Esprit de Corps. I would really have enjoyed using this
The man ponders
thing.
his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
But I guess I can't. Just curious about one thing.
Smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
Oh. The church is actually my life?
Cool. Now, what can I do for you? Another thing. Great. I love...
Oh, there is another thing actually. The phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
Was it Leno told me? Probably. I don't remember this at all actually.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
I'll have to do for now. They're still talking about Monica's titties. This is Kim's room, right?
The lieutenant's door, no response. Still, where is he? Isn't it party o'clock?
He's not here.
Is he not worried that you haven't found the murder weapon yet? Doesn't he want to go for a little drive? Anything to not face the hanged disco man yet.
Huh. Tap out the tune Kim whistle on the swing set.
You hear the sound of a drawer closing, followed by the shuffling of feet.
Is that you, Harry? What time is it?
No, thou art God.
No, I'm not. I wanted to go over the case again.
Yes, that's a good idea. Let's do it in the morning. You know, when we are not sleeping.
Sleep is what he needs most.
Sorry.
Good night, Harry.
Bother came after hours. I got an achievement for that. I didn't think he would be there. I don't think he's supposed to be there. That seems like a bit of an oversight, honestly. Can I interact with the mirror?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
No.
It's barely...
But it might be a good idea to try to stop making the expression.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 14
Ooh,
month
indirect modes
construction
of
period,
taxation.
and the-
What if I put on... It was interfacing as well, right? I don't think I have anything else for that, but these shoes might help, actually, because this is better. I'm gonna try and fake it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Okay, the shoes didn't
12
help.
to 40-month construction period. The pen is shaking in your hand as you draw a pathetic little line.
I'll save scum once or twice. That seems like a reasonable thing to
Take
do.
the legal documents out
I can
of
roll
the
a 7.
envelope. With a confident flourish,
There we go.
complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
Oh, Isabel, Sadie, and Lillian Carter.
Indeed, they look distinctly different and very convincing. These might as well be their actual signatures, but they're not. And the document will be nullified if they dispute it. That means Everard will have to start over.
That is good.
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta. There was a mail delivery box in the plaza, near the corner of the bookstore.
Okay, we have forged the signatures. So now didn't we get those open? Oh well. We have one more thing we can do before bed, which is to read about this.
Medicinal purposes of the pen. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols. Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pill. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
A large... What is a pharmacopoeia?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words.
Thank you.
Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pale, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
Is there anything in here about restoring lost memories?
There are a number of Seolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
I just want something that will soothe the relentless torment of my existence.
What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that.
Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot?
Sure, alright books, let's see what you got.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
I like ginger.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Boil it with a tea made from birch bark?
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Sure.
The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The sugar just makes it taste better. The very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear. You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago.
Savor the moment longer.
A tingle rushes down your spine, and you feel your toes uncurl. If only it could always be like this.
I'm gonna put the book away. I don't think that actually helped me with the thing I wanted it to. But it is what it is. I'm gonna go to bed now.
The bed is still cold from the broken window. It's not easy, but your bones are so tired from what feel like weeks of work on the case. You have to try. After what feels like hours, you feel you might be sleeping.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner and every street. Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
Spinning in eternity?
On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars. Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
The great wingspan of sleep, studded with stars. The first time, memories, I guess. Million little lights in the dark. Those faces, names, all that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Spinning in. What is it?
It's the world, Harry boy, and you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now.
That's an interesting take, I
You
suppose.
can never forget this shit.
I'm kind of liking the sound of 2, the rain, the snow. I don't want to, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images. You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
A ceaseless agent, picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless keepsakes. Reading your awful letters and recalling things, the endless names of the world. An address book, the map of a city. That's right, I am an agent of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the money, maybe.
Thanks, savoir-faire.
For the greater good.
Oh,
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
we are making progress, measured, steady progress.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
That's a little discrepancy in the text. Around, said the voice.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Why?
'Cause only love can break your heart.
Feel the pillow under your
Beep,
cheek.
beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind.
Oh, do it for the wind.
Do it for the picture puzzle.
Put it all together. Hell yeah. Solve the world.
Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
Thank you, Logic. You always got my back.
Good. You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What an interesting way to start the day. Something has been bothering you. It's so interesting to have the different parts of the mind as like separate characters. Anyways, what is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next?
Indeed.
Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control.
You think?
The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
I thought things were going pretty well.
Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks.
Yeah, I think that's been going pretty good.
But who's focusing on the big questions?
This really doesn't sound like my job.
Open your eyes. Stop getting distracted by details. It's time you started focusing on what really matters.
Stop getting distracted by details. I don't understand. What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
And what is la responsabilité?
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions like who killed who. It's about the real issues. The human welfare index, the price of staple goods, the transition to real democracy.
I don't really want the responsibility. That all sounds way above my pay grade. I'm just a cop. I'm trying to solve a crime. But I don't have any options.
Whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority, like a committee.
Do we really have time for all this?
There is always time to follow best practices. Once someone's decided to cut corners for the sake of expediency, who knows what else they're capable of? Fun stuff. That's what they're capable of.
Who should sit on this committee?
Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start. Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves.
And what happens once we've assigned responsibility?
Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels.
This absolutely sounds like a drag. I don't really care to do this. I'm going to refuse task.
This is a grave abdication of la responsabilité. A note will be appended to your personnel file.
Sure, empathy. I don't want to... I have responsibility. I have a job. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to solve this murder. We're waiting for 10 o'clock on that shit. Next time I get a skill point, I might put it into authority and try and do that. Good morning. I don't know when the kitchen will be empty. Is it time yet for the window?
Again, you find yourself looking at
It's
that
not time
big
yet.
old window.
Oh, rain. Let's start with the mail.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
I'm gonna drop the
You
envelope.
drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slut Everard.
Absolutely.
You know he's going to play you somehow.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
I'm gonna leave. Do we go and do... There's some people hanging out by the car. Is that a bottle? I don't have my tear bag in hand. I should... That's not a bottle. Hey, you. Fuck the world.
That's one brutal motor carriage.
Says the young with... It's censored.
If I were a real skull now, I'd jack it, paint it in palm tree livery, then bottom light it, neon style.
His companion wears a simple yet elegant slogan, fuck the world.
A snazzy shit-ripped skullmobile like this would make a fine trophy. We could, like, hang fucking shrunken heads from the side mirrors. Cops' heads. Scary tribal shit.
Yeah, tribal shit. A cop carriage like this would have proper skull value.
While I appreciate the interest you take in my brutal motor carriage, I have to stop you right there. The RCM takes threats directed at its property seriously.
It's just theoretical work, Copper. No basis in reality. Man, if we were certified skulls right now...
Skulls. Now there's a strong organizational...
Quite so. Who are you?
I can tell you who we're not, cop. We're not snitches or skulls.
Which is not to say that the skulls are bitches and... On the contrary.
The part of this presentation you want to take home with you, cop man, is we're not part of the skulls yet.
Okay then, let's indulge in some intellectual exchange. These young men seem eager to share their beliefs.
Sure. Who are the skulls?
You don't know? What kind of cop are you?
It's not a question. Don't get into it.
I'm so glad you asked.
The question was rhetorical. The Skulls are the most vicious gang of the Besmertne.
Besmertine, or the Besmerti, the Immortals, are West River Sholian crime syndicates.
The nastiest bunch of psychos ever. Jacking carriages and getting into high-speed chases.
Possessing an infinite amount of fuck-all swagger, infamous for their non-verbal modus operandi.
It's funny to say nothing in response to non-verbal.
They usually occupy the burnt-out quarter in Jamrock, or you can find them loitering around the brightly painted bottom-lighted vehicles.
I can't wait to become a skull. Bottom lights are wretched aggressive.
Do you know anything about them? Actually, let's ask about Cindy first. Do you know Cindy the Skull?
Oh yeah, Cindy's a right proper skull.
Young man's eyes glaze over, his voice filled with longing.
Yeah, a true artist of the future. Just like Arno van Eyck.
By the way, if you see Cindy, give her our regards.
Sure.
For all their nihilistic posturing, these young men are not lacking in youthful idealism.
I noticed.
The lieutenant on your left is unusually lenient toward them.
I see you kids are into Nordic dance music.
Oh man, yeah. We're not fucking kids, man.
Stops himself processing the rest of your question.
Be wary of the abyss.
I'm gonna ask why, and he's gonna say, like, if you stare into the abyss, it stares back at you.
It's a threat. An impotent threat of violence.
Impotent indeed. Threat? Good. I like those.
But I don't. In fact, I dislike them so much I'm willing to drag you boys back to the station just to calm myself down.
Hey, there's no need for that. We're just talking here. Joking too. Stay light, man.
Yeah. Didn't you cops, like, have some questions about skulls or some shit?
Your rhetoric is confusing. Are you part of the Skulls or not?
We're not franchise skulls. Well, not yet. Once we get our name out there, we'll have a chance to join them.
What makes you think that the organization would accept you?
Because we can be just as psycho and vicious. You'll see.
Can you?
But in a non-threatening and definitely legal way.
Right on, fuck. So what's happening now?
Why aren't there more Skulls in Martinez?
The Union does their share of policing in Martinez, at least where gangs are concerned. That's why there isn't much organized crime around here.
Apart from the unions themselves, of course.
Don't you worry about that. We're gonna make up for the deficit.
Yeah, we are.
Enough about this scullery then. What's with the jackets?
What about them?
Or does your jacket have piss written on it?
Well, first off, it's a statement and not necessarily something that characterizes me as a person, even though the statement has character. And I do like piss. The word piss epitomizes the struggle taking place in the world. Things being defined as they seem, not as they are. And, I guess, it's also about communal spirit, the future, and truly appreciating our differences.
Wow, you're really living up to the word.
Also, you've got to admit, it catches the eye. And since the Grand Piper is slowly but steadily moving towards basing the economy on it, attention, it is imperative that the medium itself convey the message.
What?
What I mean by this is, we are all piss and that the world is inherently meaningless.
It seems that the young man has a certain expertise in at least one field, even if it's rather narrow.
Right. And what about you? Why do you have "fuck the world" written on your jacket?
Like I said before, many men keep searching for the one, for so-called true love, which is actually just obsession masquerading as kinship. The thrill of the chase, the hollowness that fills your chest cavity after catching it.
I'm wondering if the poetics come with the jacket, or are they derived from something else entirely?
To catch a fish, you'll need to hurl the lure many times, and even then it isn't certain that you'll get anything. If you blow up the lake, though,
That's a terrible metaphor.
you get more fish in a shorter time. And, for time is of the essence and fleeting ever so quickly, one must think of a way to fuck the whole world and not get caught up in fucking someone. Because when one fucks everything, he fucks nothing. And that, to me, feels glorious. Sticking your dick into the void.
Hate to admit it, but in a weird
Shut the fuck up, Rhetoric. He's being a dumbass.
Is it a coincidence that here we have 2 badass jackets and 2 badass cops?
Definitely a coincidence.
Your lack of imagination is baffling, but you do make up for it with, yes, questions. Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
Okay, I was gonna like... Okay, I guess we're having this thought now. I like standards.
Of course you do. Maybe some regulations and a usual pistol to go with them. It's official. My lord's coppo type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
This will be my copper type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
Why not? Send out the telefax. I am not ashamed of being a boring
Done
cop.
and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
Cool. Regular law official. Okay, so it looks like you got a bit of the normal in you. A touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all the cops. You said some pretty boring things back there, and now you have 2 choices. You can either leave it behind and forget about it, or you can try to utilize your normalcy, internalize it. Get a touch of vanilla back into the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream of your mind. Nothing funky. I am definitely interested in that. Though I think the next thing I kind of need to do is focus on authority.
That is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Should we ask for their jackets? Why not?
No, no, no. Don't ask anything. Be subtle and scary. The boys dream about being skulls. Use that.
How?
Suggest they're massive skulls. Come on.
Boys, with those jackets, you're gonna be the Skull Kings in no time.
What? No. Skulls don't have kings. I think. And we're not even in yet.
Yeah, man, keep your voice down. Skulls don't take it lightly when folks pretend to be them. We're not even prospects yet.
Prospect must be a hierarchical term. Probably in the lower end.
Not even prospects and already aspiring to be kings, I say with a loud voice.
Wow, you boys are ambitious. Only prospects and already planning a coup in the skulls. You're destined to go far.
Man, I love how Kim latched onto that immediately.
He gets it. Passive-aggressive flattery.
Shut the fuck up. Are you trying to get us killed?
That delivery was great.
Now bring it to the jackets and, yes, start shouting.
Yes, we wanna be cool killer skulls too, like you guys, but we don't have skull jackets.
Please be quiet. What? What do you want? The jackets?
Skull King! Make shrunken heads out of us.
Fuck you, man. Take them then.
You offer us your jackets like that? I'm being polite to refuse. Reach out your hand.
Oh, man. Okay, I get it. Skulls don't really wear slogans anyway. This was stupid.
It was, wasn't it? Look at those guys. Jacketless.
The lieutenant watches the boys take their jackets off with mild amusement.
I don't want to call a game of PISSF. That's not... Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to say this to my boy. I guess this is slightly less bad.
I'm absolutely okay with not having either one, thank you.
Don't you want to express your individuality?
I already am expressing my individuality.
I'm not. I don't have.
Shut the fuck up, Piss. I can't.
Good. I wanted you not to express yours.
Cold-hearted cop.
Well, still is good to know we have a pair in case the need arises.
The need will not arise.
The jackets are meant to complete each other. If a man was standing alone on a street corner with PISSF written on his back, it'd just be an individual that has taken a liking to you, right? And fuck the world all on its own is, frankly, generic.
Conceptualization has a point.
I don't know, Eric. It's cold out.
Eric.
Yeah, let's get out of here. The cops fucked us.
I think that was rather successful. I want to have a look at our new jackets. That could be useful in some cases. No fucks given. Wait, I'm a detective. Leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a young man who possessed some intimate knowledge on the human condition. It has his nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite the statement. What is inv? Leather jacket that quite recently belonged to a hoodlum who understood love for what it really is. It has the hoodlum's nom de guerre written on the back. It's quite a statement. Darkening world, inelegant statement. Well, we have a couple jackets now. That was really dumb. I'm gonna save now and I will see you next time.